Here's a collection of actual crimes committed by really dumb criminals. Just sit back and enjoy the insanity as we present. Stupid crime stories you just won't believe. In 2017, a home security camera catches a burglary in progress in a West Virginia home. The burglars turned out to be two women. Police posted the video on their Facebook page. They said one suspect waited outside in a car while her accomplice was inside burglarizing the home. Once the woman is inside, she can be heard off camera yelling, "Hello," just to make sure no one is home.
Hello?
She then heads straight upstairs. Next, she is seen carrying a bunch of items downstairs and leaving them at the front door. Now she is bringing more bags of stolen merchandise into the living room. But apparently something else grabs her attention. She sees an Xbox video game console and decides to take it. It's not easy pulling it out, but she figures it's worth the effort. It looks like an Xbox One with the Kinect motion sensing device. That's good for a few $100s.
Hold on. Stay on the phone. Yeah, just stay on the phone.
You can hear her talking on the phone with her partner outside. Police later identified the person in the waiting car as her sister.
Huh? What? Am I good? There's a guy what? Okay. Huh? Alright, I'm good. Am I good to come out? What? Who is?
Apparently, something spooked them outside, so she had to wait. Now she's ready to leave, but she is obviously still quite anxious.
No. Yeah. Pull it up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Pull it up.
According to the homeowner, she stole about $5,000 worth of merchandise. They included electronics, prescription drugs, jewelry, and his checkbook. While the victim was shocked to find that his home had been ransacked, it was even more shocking watching the whole thing play out on video. The next day, police arrested 28-year-old Nora Shamblin. She was the one driving the getaway car. They charged her with conspiracy to commit burglary. Her sister, who was inside the home, was still on the run. The police chief had this to say about her. Obviously, the female suspect now knows she was being recorded on a home security camera, and the video clearly shows who she is. We will find her. It would be wise for her to turn herself into police as soon as possible. Less than 2 weeks later, investigators received a tip on her whereabouts. She was out burglarizing another home with 3 other people. After a brief police chase, they arrested 23-year-old Kelsey Shamblin and charged her with daytime burglary. 3 others were also taken into custody. There is no indication that the previous victim ever got his stolen items back. Interestingly, instead of going to jail, Kelsey was allowed to serve her sentence at home while wearing a home confinement bracelet. But just 6 months later, police reported that she had cut her ankle bracelet and escaped. She was later arrested by sheriff's deputies and sent to the Western Regional Jail. Sounds like a career criminal. In 2016, a Florida woman filed an incident report for injuries she sustained at work. She claimed that a faulty sprinkler head fell from the ceiling and left a bloody gash on her forehead. Since this was a workplace injury, she was expecting a large settlement. However, her employer's insurance company grew suspicious about the incident and contacted Florida's Division of Investigative and Forensic Services. After reviewing the security camera footage, it was determined that she had faked the injury. Here is what really happened. As you can see, while the sprinkler head actually did fall from the ceiling, it never hit her. It landed a few feet away. So how did she get injured? Keep watching. The woman picks up the metal object and hits herself in the forehead, causing her own injury. She was later arrested and charged with workers' compensation fraud, which is a third-degree felony. She was sentenced to 18 months of probation. In the end, all she got was a bloody face and a felony on her record that will make it more difficult to find another job. This next story isn't really a crime. It's about a man who wanted to do the right thing. In 1978, a 30-year-old man from Massachusetts was driving his new 1978 Toyota SR5. He found a vacant parking meter, inserted a few coins and left. Hours later, he returned to find a parking ticket on his car. He put the $3 ticket in his glove box and simply forgot about it. Well, in 2020, 42 years later, the now 72-year-old man was cleaning out his kitchen at his home and noticed the unpaid ticket in a drawer. While he had seen it many times, he never got around to paying it. Finally, he told his wife he wanted to take care of the ticket. So he wrote out a check for $4 to cover the original fine of $3, plus the $1 late fee for failure to pay the ticket within 48 hours. When he mailed in the check, he also included a letter. York police were so amused by the gesture, they didn't bother to cash the check. They said they would frame it and hang it on the wall. They noted that a similar parking violation today would be $35 with a $15 late fee. If the late fee is not paid, the late fee doubles one time with no further fees assessed. Interestingly, when you consider inflation, $1 in 1978 would be worth around $4.78 in 2023. By delaying payment for 42 years, he wound up paying less than $1 when adjusted for inflation. Not a bad deal. Since he no longer has an outstanding ticket in the state of Maine, the man plans to visit the area and perhaps meet the nice officers. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Our weekly videos will feature such topics as stupid crime stories, classic TV, and the real stories behind popular songs from the past and present. There will be even more categories as we continue to grow.